Hello viewers, Media J2K here with the expected packages of the fall of 2025. I was waiting for these to get in. They came in. I was able to pick them up just yesterday. So here they are. The boxes are in very good condition. We'll see what's inside. If you're paying attention to the dates, this is, well, where are we? We're November 20th, 19th, 2025. So you can figure out what came out earlier this month, what was released and what was shipped. All right? If you're a G.I. Joe classified collector, you're probably aware. All right, for those of you that don't know, just stay tuned and see what happens as I open these boxes. I got my handy tool here that I picked up over the summer because I can't find my box cutter. So let's see if I can do this on video. I usually don't, just to be safe, but all right, got that. And then this. Like I said, I cut to the side, so I try to limit any possible damage to what's inside the box. Cut to the side as opposed to just dropping it in and slicing that way. And then here at the edge. Got it. Okay. That's that one. If you saw it, then you saw it. Then you might have an idea. Let's get this one now. Oh, I'm really excited. Now this is just going to be the Prelude video. I only have a few minutes today, so I'm just going to open the boxes. I'm not going to take out what's inside the boxes. Just make sure that these shipping boxes shipped what I was expecting. And then I'll make other videos of the other product. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's real nice. The Kyle. Okay. All right. So if you know, you know. These are how they sold. I'm presuming this is how you got it when you bought the Kyle figure at the conventions this past October. So this is how Hasbro shipped them. Alright, so I got two Kyles. First name does not start with an S. And then from Target, so that the Kyles came from Hasbro, and I bought the green shirt buddies from Target. That came in really good shape. So, oh, I was going to check their name, sorry. It's the package, for whatever reason, is called Ralph Steeler, Pulaski, and Short Fuse. Short Fuse does have a real name. They just chose to, what's that word? In my field, we call it value engineering. So they value engineered the packaging by not printing Short Fuse's name also. And maybe the QR code, I'll have to check the QR code, gives you the name. I was able to pick this up the day it was first available at Target.com. And then the day it was supposed to be shipped, I got a message that it was back ordered. And I was like, what? I ordered this within a few hours. I did not. It was like it became available at some early hour on the West Coast here. And I got it, I think, before 9 a.m. Pacific Coast time from Target.com through the app. And they still said it was back ordered. So I had to wait like 1 week, I think 5 days later than the initial shipping date. But obviously it was worth it. It's the 2-pack, $181. We have the Steelers abilities and Short Fuse's abilities. And the QR code on the other side of the box is them and their card art all geared up. And then the rear of the box does not show the accessories, does it? Does it? It's hard to see. No, it shows the blast effects, not the accessories like when the boxes did not have the plastic. It shows the figures all geared up instead of just standard standing without their gear. So these are the differences in the plastic packaging. I'm sure I saw it before, I just wasn't paying attention. So there we go. Thank you for watching. So we have the Steeler and the Kyle. Let me open one of these Kyles. I'm gonna review to see which one is the best. This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good. No dings. No dings. And then this one. So it's nice that I get to keep the I think the Serpentors came this way, and the Chuckles and the Deluxe Dr. Mindbenders all came within the box. Obviously the classifieds do too, but every other figure I think I've gotten from Hasbro so far that I can remember have came just packaged with their their desert web packaging, packing material. All right, I'm gonna have to open this carefully, so let me pause the video real quick. I'll link to the video below. The Once a Man Cobra Commander I purchased directly from the Hasbro Pulse store at San Diego Comic-Con. What was that? Last year? That was last year, 2024. And that came, they handed you that figure in boxes similar to this. Not with all this fancy marking, though. This for those of you that aren't aware, these are the packages that they usually ship to the retailer. Then the retailer does their scanning, and they know what department. Toys, obviously, but there's board games, there's bicycles, then there's children's toys, and there's infant toys, and there's action figures like this, toys, and then there's dolls. I mean, all the boxes have the different markings, so that's where the stores know where to leave the pallets of these figures. But as of I know right now, this figure is sold out. The Kyle figure is completely sold out in the USA, so there won't be any going to any stores. They just packed it like this just for fun. And oh, look at that, got lucky. So there we go. Kyle is the Fall Cons exclusive Pythona figure. She's part of the Cobra Law team and Cobra Law line of G.I. Joe classified figures. Let's see if we can zoom in and get the glare out of there. Can't really get the glare out of there. But she's got the talking head and then the fighting head, right? The different face sculpts. She's got the acid fingers, fists, grabbing fingers. Yeah. That's a hand with the smoke coming off of it. I'm sure there was a scene in the movie where she was clawing her hand at someone, and maybe it was smoking because the acid just dripped off. She's got the face hugger attacker thing that she threw. Yeah, I think that's that one. She threw that at either the Crimson Guards or one of the other Cobra Troopers that were defending the Terradrome when she was attacking in the beginning of G.I. Joe the movie. This thing with the snakes, I think she opened that and used it on maybe the Crimson Guard that were right there in front of Serpentor's throne. And then that clump and claw thing, I don't know what that was. And then just here's like a giant Cobra Law 8-legged organ. Whoa, sorry about that. Wrong button. It looks 8-legged beetle type organism. You could see that. I'll have to watch the movie again to see all the things she does. It also comes with the gem that she shows to Zartan and the Dreadnoks. I don't see it here from what I could see, but there is more hair under there. Oh, there's a gem right there. There it is right next to her other face sculpt. So that's nice. Here's the left side of the box with the box art. The bottom the right side with her skills and her QR code. She's on one of my other videos. I gave the wrong number. This figure is number 172. That looks like a Cobra La 2. And the previous video I made, I said was 177, but actually it's the Ostriker, and it's with crankcase, and it's 171. So here's 172. And look at that. Factory sealed with tape, so we're good. All right, and then these Cobra La figures, deluxe figures, came with the rainbow applique on the boxes. I don't know what they call that in the art world, but they put the box art and then they wrap it in this shiny, reflective, rainbow colored, I guess, layer, right? Okay, so those of you who know what it's called can write it in the comments. And then instead of pictures, it's really hard to see even in person. I was going to say, this is a picture of the figure, geared up a little bit. But that may be artwork. It's really hard to tell here. Hold on a second. Let's see if we can get this better. Okay, that does look like figure now. And that looks like one of the other accessory. Maybe that's the face hugger. And then that's her with her cowl on. Like the first time you see her coming up out of the water, out of that pod, that organic pod submarine she was in. That's how you see her, and you don't know anything about her. Because they introduced her in the movie, brand new character to the G.I. Joe lore. That was 1987. It's now 2025. This is the first year we got a Pythona figure directly from Hasbro. It took all these years to get a Pythona directly from Hasbro. I think the G.I. Joe Club created a new mold 4-inch 1/18 scale version many years ago. I don't have that one. But I got this one now, and I'm thinking of getting the Super 7 figure. I think they're the Reaction Plus versions because they have more articulation and they are, what's that word? O-ring construction. I think I may get her just so I have one that I could put with my 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe collection. All right, so thank you for watching. We got Kyle and the green shirt buddies, okay? Part of the original 13 of G.I. Joe. The OG 13, in other words. Steeler drove the Mauler tank, or the, I think it was the Mobat actually. Thunder drove the Mauler tank. Short Fuse was a regular carded figure back in the original ARAH line. They boxed them together, maybe so they could release a Mauler one day. The Mauler is heavy duties. Steeler drove the Mobat. All right. Mauler was the Desert Abrams tank. Steeler drove the Mobat. So the motorized one, the original green one. I have that in an ARH version. It's not complete. And I do have a Steeler. One day I'll put them together. Right now they're still separated. But now I have a classified Steeler. And one day we may get the Mobat to pop this Steeler into. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm saying too much. This video went a little bit longer than I needed to. So Yojo, Cobra La 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 La. And have a great rest of your day. Thanks to those of you that are still here, and thanks to those of you that like, share, and subscribe.